To begin with, double click on the OpenShot video editor icon available on your desktop. When you double click it, this window will be open. This is the interface of OpenShot video editor. Now let's understand the important components of OpenShot video editor screen. This is the title bar. This white bar is known as the title bar, which contains the name of the project in which you are currently working and the name of the software. This is the menu bar, which contains the various options like file, edit and title. On clicking on any of the option, a pop-up window is open which further contains various commands. By selecting those commands, you can perform different actions. Beneath this menu bar, we have this main toolbar which contains buttons to open, save and export your video project. This button is used if you want to start a new project. This button will be used if you want to open an existing project. This is used to save your currently active project. These buttons are used to undo the current action, and this is used to redo the action. This plus symbol is used to import the files. You can import three kinds of files in the project. One is audio, second is image, and third is video. So whenever you have to perform any kind of editing, first of all you will have to import those videos or audio files into the project, and then you can perform the editing actions on those files. This button is used to change the profile. This is to move to the full screen mode, and this is used to export the video finally. After the main toolbar, we have function tabs. These are the function tabs named project files, transition and effects. Project file contains all the audio, video and image files that have been imported into your project. Transition tabs contains all the visual transition effects that you want to apply on your title slides or on the videos, and this tab contains the visual effects. Beneath these function tabs, you have this edit toolbar which lets you perform the trim action, snapping action, or it lets you add the marker and to move between the applied markers. This is the preview window. Whatever editing you are doing on these tracks, on your video files or audio files, that can be played in this preview window. So whatever changes are applied on your videos, that can be previewed here before finalizing the final video. Then you have the zoom slider. This is the zoom slider, this blue one. This will adjust the time scale of your timeline. See, this is the timeline. At the moment, this timeline is showing the gap of 15 seconds. If you move this slider, the time gap will increase to 20 seconds, and if you move it further, it will increase to 30 seconds and so on. And if you want to reduce the time scale, you drag it to the opposite direction. See, it has moved to 20 seconds, now to 15 seconds. Here you can see the time scale, and this is our timeline. Now the timeline visualizes your video project and each clip and transition in your project. Then you have these tracks. On whatever file you have to work on, from the project tab you have to drag those files on the tracks. You can have multiple tracks with you. Tracks are used to layer videos and images. The top track, it contains the videos or audios. Those videos and audios will always be on top and visible. Whatever videos and audios are in the middle track, those may or may not be visible depending on what is above them. And whatever files are there in the bottom track, the clips on this track will always be on the bottom. The OpenShot will mix each layer together. You can have an unlimited number of tracks, but typically a video project will not need more than 10 or so tracks. So this was the brief introduction of the interface of OpenShot Video Editor. Hope you like it. Thank you.